Dumbass. If the world ended tomorrow, how many regrets would you have for not living? You would not be regretful about dying, but while living, wouldn't you, dumbass? Well, you would. And here is the simple thing that we will talk about in this video. It is the simple fact that we don't know when the world is going to end, but you still live like you are doing exactly now. Think about it. If you knew that the earth was going down tomorrow, this was our last day, when you woke up today, would you still have snooze for 2 hours? Would you wake up at 5 to 6 AM like you always tell yourself to do, but never do, just to see a beautiful sunrise outside of your window, or even be in nature and experience it live? Would you just wake up early to actually, for once in your lifetime, actually do what you were supposed to do? Would you do that? Probably. And then, when you have gotten up, would you still have the discipline to do whatever the fuck it needs to take to still be healthy and have the self-love? Because here's the thing, discipline in the end is just loving yourself. Would you still treat your body like garbage with the breakfast you have? Would you still skip breakfast or have loads of sugars for breakfast and then wonder why the fuck you are tired in the noon? Would you do that, dumbass? Probably not. And guess why? It's because you would understand that this is the last day. You go to school / your job like a zombie. Let's be honest. If this actually was our last day, we would probably not be at work or in school. But with that in mind, you currently just slack and slack, don't learn anything new, and stuck and have stagnated your progress, haven't you? You are stuck where you were last month, while I have made the progress that it would take you to do in 3 months. Took me probably just a few weeks to get where you got in 3 to 6 months. That's why I am a winner and you are not. Dumbass. Okay, so let's say that you actually went to school / work during a break. Would you appreciate nature and what you were given to by God? Would you just be sitting and scrolling your phone like a little fucking donkey? What would you actually do in that case? Would you scroll like a little donkey, or would you just be a happy chap and just think about life, how this is the last day? Would you have regrets? Would it be because you're dying, or just because you actually never live? You get home, you have no hobbies, you have no girlfriend, nobody likes you, you're a fat ugly blob. Okay, cool. After work, what are you supposed to do now with no plan? Nothing. Like you always do. How are you going to live this last afternoon in your whole entire life? The evening comes around, and you want to escape the reality, like always. So you play your video games, watch a movie, and you have much better things to do really. And these never care, and never mattered in the first place. They have never mattered, and they especially want to now when your time is limited. And you do this every day, day to day, and then wonder why you're stuck, why you feel depressed, why you feel like a little dipshit. Why? You're a sack of potatoes and a lazy fucking donkey. You wonder all these things. Then you literally do all of these things that I just told you. Because that used to be me, actually. And the truth is, you can simply escape that cycle by finding a reason to wake up and just stopping the cycle. For me, it is goals. Others too, but my goals are just retiring people that I love, that I care about, so that corporations and other dumb shit don't affect people that I love. I am now a dependable man, and you can become too. Or you can just skip, like most people probably have done. If I would go into the YouTube analytics on this video after this recording, I would probably find out that only 5% of the people max who clicked actually still watches this. Not because it's a bad video, not because it's not entertaining, but because they either don't want to hear the truth or they just don't accept this as the truth. Then this is the reality of me and someone who actually has succeeded. You don't need an enemies, you just need the sabotage. We need to just not let society stop us from doing what we were supposed to do. Because the truth is, we don't know when the world is going to end. The world actually might end tomorrow. Like, this is a theoretical video, but it actually might someday become true. Be the actual case. And you are still a donkey, and you will regret living. And not regret dying. Have a nice day, donkey. Bye.